What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Vaslap here. It is a Monday. It is FM Manager time. I was about to say rebuilding LA Galaxy. We did that a long time ago. That's done. We are doing the Monaco Youth Challenge. And at the moment, I am generally and 100% surprised, 100% surprised at how this challenge is going. And I'll explain in a bit, but before we jump into all of that sort of stuff, make sure you hit subscribe, get notified, and you can stay up to date with any content that we have when it comes to FM Manager, it comes to Thriller Tuesdays, comes to Planet Zoo Wednesdays, or even Retro Gaming. Make sure you stay up to date on the channel right here, Faslap, right where you want to be. In terms of what we're doing today, we're taking on the mighty PSG and a whole bunch of other games. Let's jump into it. Let's run the intro. We're into the game. As you can see, we're taking on PSG. Before we get to any of those details, let's have a quick rundown of what happened from the last time you were here with us. Of course, last time out, we've played a lot of football since then. I think we took on Nice, if I'm not mistaken. Nice or Marseille, one of those two, I remember that. I think I played 6 games, yes, or 5 games. Anyway, what happened was we drew with Marseille 2-2. I'm just going to go run down from I think we only played the first games of the season. Anyway, I think we played those 3 games. Anyway, we drew with Lens 1-1 after a 92nd minute. A goal from Bakali. That's after Lens scored their first goal on the 89th minute. It won't lie, it was quite a boring game going into this one from the start until the last 2 minutes of the game, or 3 minutes of the game. We then bounced back with a victory over Lorient, beating them 1-0. We then took on Nice, beating them 2-0. And then Marseille, we had a little bit of a stumble in a 2-2 draw. Stade Reims, we beat them 1-0. Beat Metz 2-0. Then a big result for us, beating Lille 3-0. But in more recent terms, unfortunately, Brest got the better of us at 3-1. And Harvey AC beat us 2-1. So we're coming into PSG away. So we're going to the Parc des Princes, or Parc des Princes, I think it's called. Whatever. I can't speak French. With a 3 out of 5 victory. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But that's what we're coming into the PSG game. It's a bit of a... I don't want to say it's a bit of a upside down form, but it is. The nice thing about it is PSG themselves haven't been on the best of form. They've been slipping up here and there as well. If we take a look at their schedule, you can see they drew with Real Sociedad in the Champions League, lost to Brest as well, but they did beat Montpellier and Stade Reims in the Ligue 1. So they haven't been the best of form either, almost similar to us in the last 5 games, but they do have Champions League football, which is a big thing. Their team, though, is fantastic. We just have a quick look at their team. It is a brutally good team with the likes of Mbappe still there, Colomouani, Dembele, Fabian, who's a very good player in this universe. Look at that. That is something good. I think for the next challenge, I'm going to take off masked attributes so we can have all the attributes in the beginning. Especially if we do ones where we don't really need to sign players like this one. Warren Zaire-Emery. I am still trying to get this guy into our squad. He is young enough for us to break into. Only problem is he's 73 million. His contract does expire not next season, the season after. So maybe there's an option for that. We can get him. But they've got a very good team. A team that I'm very scared of indeed. And then today, in terms of today, we are doing the PSG game. I've decided we're doing Rennes and Lyon. We're going to have a 3-match thumper today. That's right. We're going to skip Montpellier because they're sitting in 11th, but Rouen sitting in 5th, Lyon sitting in 6th, and PSG sitting in 1st. I think is really good. In terms of the league, we are currently in 2nd place. Surprisingly, in 2nd place. We've only lost the last two games you saw on that list. Brest doing very well in 4th place, and Lens in 3rd place is also fantastic for them. Somehow I lost the team that was bottom of the table at the time. I'm not sure how that happened, but it happened. In terms of signings, yes, we had a transfer deadline day. We still have our goalkeeper joining us in January, of course. July next year, of course. That's going to be probably our first team goalkeeper coming in. Of course, our current goalkeeper is currently on loan. In terms of personnel coming in, we've signed a few players since the last time you're around. 4 players to be precise. Actually 5, technically, because we signed Valentin Sentatiempo, that's his name, a young 18-year-old goalkeeper, decent little backup option. I just felt like I needed maybe 1 or 2 extra goalkeepers, especially in the lower teams. They needed something there. So he came in on a free transfer from Saint Etienne. And then for the first team, we did sign 4 good players, 4 very good players. First being in the midfield, Kali Fayed. I really like the look of this guy. Moroccan, French. Hopefully he chooses France, because if he chooses Morocco, we got to sell him. But he looks really, really good. I really, really like him. And he's started off fantastically for us. 7.03 rating, 2 goals, 1 assist for us. Amazing stuff. He's been really, really good. Bought from Montpellier for 9.5 million. We then spent 10.5 million on a centre-back in Ismail Doucouré. 20 Ivory Coast, the French international. Well, not international yet. Hopefully he chooses France. Very, very solid centre-back for us, getting up at 6.9. And then 2 players that I'm super excited about. One of them that has produced, one of them is still on the fence. First one that's super producing is Warren Bondo, another DM coming in at 6.96, 5 games, 1 assist. He picked up a slight injury when he started off. Only issue is he doesn't like his current ability. Sorry, is not good enough. So he needs to improve a lot. But he is 20 years old. So for 1 season, he should be quite good for us. And then a striker in Logbo. This guy looks really, really good for a striker. 19-year-old. Bags of potential. And already for us, 8 played, 4 goals. Filling up that void. In terms of sales, we only sold 1 player. We sold 2 players technically. We sold Jules Berry for 26,000. Was never going to make it into the first team. Not a great prospect at all. And Lucas Michal, who again wasn't a great prospect, so he did move off to Strasbourg. And then we did have a couple more loans in Moka Bakilia. There we go. Cabral and Carvalho all going on loan as well, just to get them off the charts a little bit. There is a few other big players that I have scouted and I am possibly looking at, maybe in the January transfer. Players that I feel could be our way to get that much better. Number 1 is still Julien Restus. I really, really do want him as a goalkeeper for the next 3 seasons. I think he would be fantastic at 18 years old. I want Cherki, 20 years old, winger, centre mid. I think he will be very, very good. And then the other one that I desperately want, and I think he could be the answer to our problem, which I'll bring up to you in a second, is, where is he? There he goes. Belokan. I think he could be a very, very good centre-back for us going forward. But the reason I say there is a problem going forward is if we have a look at our ages in our team, we have a couple of guys on 21 and a couple of guys on 20, which means these 21 guys are probably going to turn 22 soon. And in fact, Akuluchi turns 22 in February, which means we probably have to sell him now in the January transfer. Otherwise, he just can't play from February onwards, because that is the rules. We can't play anyone over the age of 22. So probably going to try and sell him at the January transfer. The same goes for Jonathan Bakali. he turns 20. Although we can maybe keep him around. March is a bit later. I mean, when does the season sort of really end? 29 March. So he'll miss, 4, 7, 8 games. I mean, it's not too bad. Akilichi definitely. And then the other one is the one that I really don't want to like, is Turno Blade. But he only does turn in June, so we can probably keep him for the season. But in June, he'll have to go. Who we did just sign for 2.5 million. He'll have to go, unfortunately. And the problem with this is when you start pushing these players who are your top players, they're going to get upset. It's going to cause problems, which then, of course, means your club cohesion, which is not good at the moment, and your club atmosphere will drop. That is the issue that I have at the moment with those three. And then the following season, we do have a big problem with our goalkeeper going to go Juju, Decore, and Doneth, and Bondo, and Magasa. That's all our DMs basically are just going out, which is a problem. But anyway, that is a problem for another day. Today, we are taking Paris Saint-Germain first versus second. Awinya won't take us first because they've got a massive goal difference over us. But it will make us tie with them at 29 points. So big, big game for us here. We need to win this one. It is away from home. We have lost our last 2 games in Ligue 1. It's been a bit of an upside down. This is sort of the team that started the last game. We are going to make one change from this one. Just Ben Sigo, who's just come back from injury. And Bobe also come back from injury, so he's going to go into there. We're going to go with Dupe in there. Juju is back from his injury, which is great news. Put Juju on there. I don't have another. Akilichi's back as well. Haha. Akilichi is back as well. Babare can't really start. We'll start Benama there. And Mawisa, who played in the second team, he will have to come in. Falme's injured. You put you in there. I want guys that are fit. Magasa. Sumano will have to come in there. We'll have to go with 2 strikers today. Anyway, this is the team that is going to start. I have sort of mapped it out already. So we're going to have Bengwe Zhao in goals. 11 appearances, 9 conceded, 5 clean sheets. He has been fantastic for me. Maybe I can sign him permanently. If I don't get... we've got that other keeper coming in. If you compare the two between us and the new guy coming in, which is, of course, he's not on my list. Robin Risser. If you compare him and Zhao, you can see they're not that far apart from each other. Other than the physicality, but if you look at like their attributes, Zhao is a little bit better, but not by like much, you know. Physically wise, Robin Risser is a little bit better. So, and he is joining us, so we are getting him in either way. So we'll see who will be. If I don't get Zhao permanently, maybe we'll just keep him and then try and bring in Restless as a backup option. I don't know. Well, Restless will be the first choice and he'll be the backup option. Anyway, in the defense, solid defense work from all 4 of our guys that we've had in there. Blade, Decore, Traore, and Quattara. Traore was a bit upset that he wasn't getting enough game time. So I kind of have made an exception to bring him in to give him some game time. Normally we were playing Mawisa, who has been fantastic in that position. He did pick up a slight injury as well, which is why his match fitness is low. So Traore getting a couple of games in there. He's been playing well. He hasn't been playing bad in that position. I expect a little bit better from him. And Quattara coming back from long-term injury as well. He's still trying to get back up to fitness. In the DMs, we've got Guna Duath, our top signer. I mean, he is earning £54,000 a week. Signed him for 16.75. He has been absolutely a breath of fresh air coming in there with Fayed also proving the points. Bondo, who I am still really excited about, has been an ultimate power sub for us, and I love the way Bondo plays. So some really, really good defensive midfielders for us. And then up front, Akilichi comes back on his preferred right-hand side inside a winger. Eden Diop will come into the center. Hasn't played too great there. We have, but in fairness, neither has Ben Sigur or what's the other one? Bubare. Bubare scored a goal. That's the only difference between the 3 of them. The others haven't been playing well. Kylian Dong, our best player, in my opinion, at the moment. 5 goals, 4 assists. We're not scoring as many as I'd hope, but he has been playing well. And then we've got Logbo going to start up. 4 goals, like we said, in 8 games. Juju also with 4 goals, coming back from injury. He has also been fantastic. 8 played, 4 goals as well. So the 2 strikers have been performing. It is time to get into the game. Let's jump into it. Taking on Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes in Paris, France. It's a big game, guys. This is a huge, huge game for us. Let's jump to the game. Well, this is the team. Looks like they are going for a little bit of a rotated squad. And when I say that the likes of Zaire Emre coming into the Sentiment and Pereira, not normally their first team choices that we saw. And their bench looking a little bit on the weaker side as well. They got Ethan Mbappe on the bench. Nice. They got the brother. That's nice. He did come up on our list. I have scouted him actually as well as a possibility to sign. Not as good as his brother, unfortunately. But we are taking on PSG. Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not expecting a massive goal flush, goal rush. But I'm hoping if we can maybe get a goal or 2. With that being said, they're on the attack first. And Zhao had that covered. I feel like he had that covered. But I feel like this is going to be a lot of PSG highlights. And we could possibly hit them on the counter-attack. Danilo, Zaire Emre. Great save from Zhao. Great save from Zhao. Of course, just to remind you guys of the rules, we can't sign anybody that isn't French and over the age of 21. If they have dual citizenship and they declare for the other country, we all need to sell them. They're not allowed to play for us anymore. They have to declare for France. Asensio, oh, that was a good goal. That was a good goal. Nothing we could have done that one. I mean, maybe defending-wise, we could have been a bit better, but that was top-notch, really. It was that Mbappe's cross. What a cross. Who was that defending? Quatara, our captain. Not known for his jumping ability, let's be honest. The PSG are literally all over us in this game. In the first few minutes, I don't think we've even had the ball. João Henrique. We need to do something better. Maybe. The thing is, they're not set up for like attacking wise. They're set up quite defensively, which is odd. But they're getting a lot of the possession. We have our highlight. Akaluchi goes to the corner, back post, the front post, can't do much about it. Balade picks up. Akaluchi has the ball again on the left side. Picks up Fayed. Dong to his preferred side. Cuts inside. Logbo! Doesn't bother Donnarumma's net. That was our first real attempt, by the way. First real opportunity that we've had. And here comes PSG again. It's going to be one of those games where we're just going to sit on the back foot. Maybe it's one of those games that we need to tweak a tactic. Maybe it's one of those games we need to just maybe tweak something. I'm trying to cook something up. I'm trying to cook something up in my mind. I can't think of anything that would possibly help tactically wise. We don't have a second tactic trained. But maybe if I put these guys on attack, would that help? In terms of this, let's go higher tempo, much shorter passing, and play for set pieces. Don't dribble less. And let's distribute over the top. We're going to try and outpace them up front. Yeah, let's do that. Controversial, let's see. Just tweaking, not the tactic itself, just tweaking a little bit. You've been terrible, sort it out, guys. Let's see if that works a little bit better. They've put on Ramos for Munai in the front. Let's see if that works a little. Just try and hit the ball quicker, up the front, up the tempo a little bit. Get it over the top. I feel like we could outrun their defenders. I don't think they have the fastest defenders in the world. Marquinhos isn't that quick. Skinner is quite quick, though. But I think Logbo is a quicker player, I feel. Mbappe. Of course, none of us are quicker than Mbappe, are we? What was that? Oh, come on! No! That wasn't a pen. He jumped into our keeper. It wasn't a penalty. Calling BS on that one. Mbappe steps up. Mbappe scores. I'm angry. That's some proper BS. We take off Logbo, bring on Juju. Diop not playing great. I am going to bring on Bakali, and Akuluchi can move into there. Faid, come on for Bondo. We're just all losing discipline at the moment. Kickoff highlight. Although it might be because I didn't pause the game for the tactic swap. Diop. Traore. Quatara. Back to Diop. Back to Faid. Dong. This is good play. And then they picked it up. Marquinhos easily took it off Dong. And they've got the breakaway. Mbappe runs it right out. Good defending from Diop. I like that. Kept with his man. We have literally been nowhere in this game. 38% possession is all we've had. 3 shots, 1 on target. We've just been outplayed. And maybe that's something we should consider. Is just maybe the tactic isn't as good as we initially thought it was. They do have another corner. Should we just throw everything forward and hopefully we can score 2 goals? Well, if they shoot like that, they could easily destroy us. I think we're done with this game. I've just switched off. Absolutely terrible. 2-0 loss. A lot of bookings. Poor discipline. Far from pleased. Sort yourselves out, guys. That was poor. Does mean Lens can now catch up to us as well in terms of the league. They can equal us with points. Brest can catch up. Everybody can now catch up. Not good. Not good at all. All right, we're coming back for our next game. I did say we're skipping Montpellier. And we're coming back for Rennes. Let's do it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to take on Rennes. Slightly, not concerning, but a slightly good news is we have a Monaco youth intake. It is an excellent youth take. Some centre-backs, central midfielders, attacking midfielders, and a striker or 2. In fact, there are 2 attacking midfielders coming up in the ranks. 2 central midfielders, which is great. 1 centre-back. 2 centre-back, minimum of 2 centre-backs as well, and a striker all coming through. Goalkeeper lacks quality, fullbacks, defensive mids, everything else lacks quality. Excited for the strikers. In the interim, though, we have slightly tweaked a tactic or 2. Nothing too major. I have felt that we are struggling to score goals. I feel like that has been... Since the Clermont and Strasbourg game, we've really struggled to really find good form in front of goals, except for the Lille game. I mean, you look at here, you got 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 0, and then 1. We have scored a goal at least in every game, but we're just not scoring enough goals, in my opinion, to win games well. I feel like we've changed a little bit in terms of the tactic. We're going with a 4-2-4 formation, I guess. 4-2-2-2, 4-2-2 wide formation. I don't know what you want to call it. 4-2-2-2 with wide players. That's what we're going for. They put it down as a 4-2-4, which is fine. But basically, the tweaks that we're doing is the wing backs will be staying on support. The defense is basically the same. The midfielders, instead of playing DMs, we're going to just normal midfielders as a ball-winning midfielder and an advanced playmaker on support. And then the wingers, instead of being inside forwards, are going to be inside wingers, which will then help the wing backs get forward while these 2 occupy this space. And then we're going with 2 strikers instead of the attacking midfielder with Juju and Logbo, who is injured for the next 6 weeks. But we'll get to that. If we have a look at the log at the moment, we're sitting in second place. Quite the pace off PSG, 9 points off ESG. We do have the game in hand, which we're playing today. It's a must-win against Rennes, who are currently in 8th place. They had a loss last episode. We can have a look at their last results. They lost to Marseille last game out 2-0. They drew with Reims and Lyon as well. So they haven't been on the best of form in Ligue 1. We're coming off a 1-0 victory over Montpellier. This is the team. Our keeper did pick up an injury. They say he's fully fit for tomorrow. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to put in Leonard in goal, unfortunately. So that is a little bit of a concern. Decore also injured, suspended for this game. So Traore will come in there. And then we're going to start with Delima. You'll notice I put Delima as a wing back. I'm training him as a left wing back. I think he has the attributes to definitely be, if not better than Quatara at the left back position. For this game, though, Quatara is back from his suspension, so he will feature in the team. And then going forward, we've picked up 2 injuries in our strikers with Juju, who's back to full fitness, so he is going to start. I'm going to risk that. And Logbo is injured, which means Sumano will start. In the midfield, we're going to go with Bondo and Duath. I think they are 2 very, very good centre mid players with Akaluchi and Dong on the wings. Big concern is Akaluchi. From probably next month, we have to start looking at getting a good replacement from him. He is 21 years of age. We do have Bakali, but he's also 21, so a right winger is definitely in the cards. And then in terms of just bringing up a striker, because we don't really have one with Logo, we're going to bring in Jean and Tinkeres, our under 17-year-old, born him from the under 19s, has decent attributes. I think he can develop well, so we're going to have to give him a shot. And then obviously we're going to have to bring in a reserve goalkeeper as well. Ooh, Fayed's also back, which is great news. Maybe start Fayed and Duath. Yeah, I think Fayed and Duath will start instead of Bondo. Bondo is really, really good, but we'll give him a proper run. So I can come off for Perriette. We need to bring in a reserve. I'll keep him on the bench. He should be fine on the bench. I think he'll be fine on the bench. And then Bobare and Diop will be sort of... They kind of like lost their positions because we're not really playing with attacking midfield. Diop can play... Bobare can play in the centre mid instead of Duath in the once playmaker. Diop, however, is not really cut out for the defensive duties and attacking duties. Maybe he could be a bit better. I was thinking of maybe trying to train him as a right wing. I think he could actually have decent stuff for that. So maybe that's our replacement for the right wing, the 19-year-old Idan Diop. Or alternatively, we sell him off and try and get some money to raise. Magassa's wanted by Man United, Inter, and I might sell Magassa, though, because 6 million? If I can get 10, I'll be happy with that, actually. Come to think of it. I didn't see that earlier. That is actually good news. Anyway, this is the team that's going to start. Let's take on Rennes. We're going to... What's the name of their stadium? It is the Rosehan Park in Rennes in France. Let's take them on. Game is underway. One thing that we have picked up in these games is that we tend not to do well in the first, 20 minutes of a game. Montpellier was a bit of a change in tactic. We did very well in the first few minutes of the game. In fact, we scored in the first few minutes. Right now, though, they are on attack first within the first 10 minutes. Lotomba with the chance. What a finish. What a finish. I can't even be mad at that finish. We do have a little bit of a weak link in the goalkeeping department. Leonard, probably not the best choice. Zhao is injured, unfortunately, but that was just a smash and grab almost from Rennes. But annoying, though. We yet again succumb to the early onslaughts. Their first shot on target is a goal. We need to just settle in the game a little bit. Lotomba. It's going again. He's been quite instrumental in this early onslaught. And they've got a second attempt. Blast hits the woodwork. We got away with murder there, I think, a little bit. That was a good attempt. We need to sort of get into this game a little bit more. And they just piling on the pressure now with another corner, another set piece for them, another highlight for them. This time hits the woodwork again. Mawisa with the clearance. It's making me a little bit nervous that we haven't really gotten into this game. We do need to keep the pressure on to PSG. Kotara with the throw. This is probably our first highlight. Kotara. Dong with the goal. Goal number 6 for him. Top goal scorer for Monaco. We love to see it. Good reply. A top reply from the youngsters. Beautiful little ball from Kotara there to pick up Dong. I thought he was going to shoot it there. Took one extra little step. Opened up the gap. Mandanda couldn't save it. Former French international. I think he's still in the French team, actually. Clearly onside there. I mean, don't even know why you need the lines for that one. But that was a good reply just before the half. Exactly what we needed. And we have a corner just before the end of the half. Akuluchi launches in. Couldn't get the ball. Mawisa back to Akuluchi. Tried to give it away. And they've got a counter-attack now with Mercao. Goes back to their midfield. This is good play from them. Good patient build-up. Didn't go balls to the wall for the counter. And that was a beautiful counter-attack. I can't even be mad at that. That was Blas yet again with another great pass. That was actually hard to watch a little bit. Look how much space he had there. Over the top. Belade couldn't get back in time. Maybe on a different day, the goalkeeper might have saved that one. I have just noticed our striker's picked up an injury. He was a doubt coming into this one. Sort yourselves out, guys. How bad is that injury? Hampered by his injury. Oh, well. Jean is coming on. Didn't want to start him, but he is going to come on. I don't want to risk getting injured longer, Juju. We don't really have another striker to replace him with. Akuluchi. To renew was almost getting a blade. Got the good save out of the keeper. And then a second good save to prevent the cross ball. Traore. Good start. Good start. I am going to shout demand more. Even though a lot of people say the shouts don't mean anything. I like to use them. I like to think that it does help. We are going to make some swaps. Duna is looking very tired out there. We're going to bring on Ben Sagir in that advanced playmaker role. Sumano not having the best of games. Both are very right-footed players, aren't they? Maybe switch them around. I don't know. Maybe Tinkeris can somehow figure out his left foot. Akuluchi not having the best of games. I didn't put on Bakali on the bench. That was a mistake. You know what? We said we're going to train Ida Duop in that position. Idan, now's your opportunity to shine, my son. And I'm going to bring Bondo on as well. I don't like on a yellow. Blade on the yellow as well. I do have Platret there. We'll keep an eye on that one. I don't want to make too many swaps. And Troy did he just get a yellow as well? Okay, he didn't get the yellow. Subs are on. Let's see how they do. Beauregard with the corner. Goes to the near post. Good save. Good save from our keeper. Exactly what we needed. Fernandez Mercao goes for the cross into the middle. Saidu picks up Mercao. Theatra. Blade looking for options. Quatara. Beautifully cut inside. Quatara. Trinquez. Maybe that should have been your debut goal. He was offside anyway. Could have been your debut. If hopefully Juju is not out for too long and our keeper comes back next game. We have one more game in this video, by the way. Not going to end it off just yet. I think we're taking on Lyon in our final game. Is it Lyon or... Yeah, it is Lyon, I think. This one, though, looks like it will end with a loss again. We do have 5 seasons to win the Ligue 1 with an under-21 squad, French squad. I don't like what I saw from the team. We're going to train harder. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm a bit annoyed at that. We're still in second place, though. How long is Juju out for? 3 days. Okay. Not too bad. We'll come back for our next game. Taking on Lyon at home. It's going to be a crucial one. We're back for the Lyon game. A lot of changes, a lot of injuries we have to deal with. And suspension. Starting off with Blade suspended for this game, which means Platret does come in there. I do rate Platret. I think he's a very good backup option. I don't think he's our permanent player there, but he's a good backup option, so he will start. Decore back in the squad after he served his suspension. Mawisa and Quatara make up the defense. Midfield is going to be unchanged. I'm going to stick with Duarth and Fayed in the midfield. I think they played quite well in the previous game. Akaluchi and Dong will continue on the right-hand side. Juju, and then a new boy from, well, not really new boy. He's come back from the second team. We're going to bring in Enzo Baglieri. He's our only left-footed striker that we actually have in the team. So he will start as Logbo recovers from his injury. Juju is fully fit for this game. Going to take that risk. We're going to have Sumano on the bench. I have dropped Tinkeres all the way down to reserves. Don't think we're going to need him. And then the rest of the team is pretty much the same as it is. Let's get into the game. Taking Lyon at home. It's a big game. It's a huge game. It's a massive game for us. We need to bounce back after that Rennes lost. I realized I forgot to change the goalkeeper. Zhao was fit for this game. All right. We're going to pretend that Zhao is still injured. I'm going to trust Leonard. I think we will win this. We will win this. They do have Lacazette. Boom, shakalaka, Lacazette. I don't know why I said it like that. It's going to be a tough one. Opening highlight goes to them. As usual against us. Lacazette. Of course, Matic in the team as well. And Tolisso. Some decent older players. Platret with the corner. Decore picking up options. Bulgari hits the bar. That would have been something for him to score. Of course, we're still 8 points behind PSG. They do have the game in hand. They play tomorrow on the Saturday. We're playing on, I think we're one of the only teams playing on the Friday today. Quatara. This is Dong. Back to Quatara. Fayed. This is now Mawisa. Decore. Back to Gurna. Picks up Akaluchi on the wing. Beautifully done. Cutting inside nicely. Gura picks it up nicely. Crosses in. Bulgari. It's in. Enzo Bulgari. 4th goal of the season. He started off with us in the beginning. We did drop him after we signed a few strikers. But he's come back with a header. And we've taken the lead. Is he the man to pick? Hopefully he doesn't pick Italy over us because he is Italian as well. But he needs to stay in the French team. And that's how you're going to do it. Because I need left-footed strikers at the moment. I don't have any. It is always a worry. Luckily now in December there's no international call-ups. So at least till March we should be fine with any like foreign players that we have. I worry every time we get that notification that there is an international call-up. And one of our players gets called up to a different international team. Of course, that doesn't mean immediately getting sold. It means he gets automatically. He has to be sold, and we can't use him anymore because then he's not a French national anymore. However, it does mean that I haven't really looked at the gray area. Like if he does get called up but never actually plays for that country, does it count? Let me know in the comments below if you think that counts. If they get called up for, say, Italy, but never actually plays a game for Italy, is he still considered a French national? Or does that mean he declared for Italy and he's Italian? I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comments. I sort of know where my mind is going with that one. With that being said, it's been a pretty boring second half. We are going to make a swap. Juju has picked up a knock, which I'm not happy about. Sumano will come in there. Akaluchi not playing well on the right. We'll give Diop another run at right wing. Trying to play him as much as possible in that right wing position. Needs to get the thing. Quatara not having the best of the game. De Lima come in there. Training players left, right, and center. Just trying to get them into position. We do need another left attacking mid as well. We've got Bakali, he's coming in as well. Full swap. You know what? Is it necessary? No, it's not necessary. I was going to switch them to attacking. We'll keep them on support for now. We'll keep them on support. We're doing well. We're holding the game. We're winning. I know my concern is that we're not scoring enough goals, but a win is a win, and I'll take it. We're doing well. We have an opportunity to win this game with 6 minutes left. No need to tweak the bus anymore. It's been a no highlight in the second half, by the way. And we're going to take the victory. We're taking the victory. I'll take it. Boring game to end it off, but it's fine. Enzo Baglieri breaking back into the squad and scoring a goal. Fantastic goal. We've won. We've won, and we're keeping the pace up on PSG. Juju's out for 10 days. That's not good. Guna Duath, well done. Praise you. Right, in terms of when we're coming back, I was thinking of doing a transfer special, but I think I might skip that. We did draw Nice in the Coupe de France. Not really interested in the Coupe de France for the save, so we're going to skip that as well. Maybe let's play some football. We have PSG coming up in March. We did see PSG already, but they're always fun games to watch. So maybe we'll come back for that PSG game, I think. Maybe let's do PSG and Strasbourg. I think those will be two fun games. A full recap. PSG, Strasbourg. Of course, this will be after Akuluchi's left, so there will be some news to talk about, I guess, for that one. And the Bakali will left as well, because I think he leaves in March, 29th of March, so he'll be on his way out. And then, yeah, I think those two games are fun to come back to. Well, that's all we have. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the Monaco Youth Academy Challenge. It is a tough one. It is a tough one. We are trying our utter best with the squad that we have. And I don't think we're doing too badly, sitting in second place, a couple of points off PSG. I don't think we've got enough to win the League in this season, but we do have 5 seasons to try and do it. So we are trying to get through a lot of content as quickly as possible to do this. That's why I'm kind of avoiding transfer specials and things of that sort. Obviously, if there's something exciting, I will let you guys know that it's happening. Give us the thumbs up, subscribe, get notified. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace and chicken grease.